Hello everybody, Spegtacular, the Silver Stacular is here. Not stacking silver today, I'm actually stacking some gold. This month I was able to get some gold from your favorite store, right? Costco. That's right, there's been a lot of talk about Costco lately selling precious metals. And this right here is an example that I am getting right now out for you of that particular thing, precious metals at Costco. Yes, I can confirm that I got this from them, so it totally exists. It's there. We're going to test it on the precious metals verifier just to, let your mind have some rest, because I know there's a lot of people out there that they got all kinds of things to say about where these come from. But listen, I'm pretty confident this is all, gravy. There's no problems here. But I want to talk a little bit about how good of a deal this is. First of all, I got this for under spot. And then, wait, you want to go back? You want to go back for a second and let me tell you how I got this gold bar from Costco under spot? Well, listen, I am an executive level member at Costco. That does cost some money for sure. The membership costs money at the base level anyways, but I already got it for groceries and other little odds and ends that I probably didn't need that I buy from Costco. So if I see gold on their website, I'm going to go ahead and pick it up. And I did. I saw this gold bar right there and I said, you know what? Let me pick that up. So I get 2% cash back on anything I buy from Costco with that executive level membership. Mostly anything. I think there's a very few exceptions. Precious metals, surprisingly, is not an exception. So anyways, I got like 40-something cash back right off the jump from that executive level membership, which put me at buying this right here at very close to spot. It might be $1 or $2 over spot at that price point, because it was only like $50 over spot then. I mean, when I was buying it, it was a very good deal anyways. So then on top of that, you can pay with the credit card, and whenever I buy anything with my credit card online, I can definitely get 3% cash back. It's not a problem. So I got an additional 3% cash back for a total of 5% cash back on this little baby right here, which puts it well under spot for gold. I mean, it is a fantastic deal. No, I don't work for Costco. No, I don't plan to work for them. I don't want to advertise for Costco. It's just when I see a deal that's too good to be true, I'm going to jump on that deal if it truly is true. And this was too good of a deal. So for people that maybe don't want to shop online, I don't know why, but they do give you free shipping, so that was there. And I also get, in Florida, anything over $500 with bullion is tax exempt. This is bullion. Guess what? Tax free. So no tax, free shipping. Under spot, I was able to get this healthy 1 ounce bar of 4/9 fine gold. Now they do have these in store. My local Costco's, I have never personally seen them in store, but one of the people I follow on social media did actually reach out to me and said that they found gold at their local Costco in store. So I think that's cool. But anyways, I just found it on the app, and you got to try quite a bit. They come up pretty quickly and they go just about as quick. So if they're on the app, they're going to be going quick. You better buy it soon. So anyways, great deal. I don't know what else to say. You know that I've been trying to buy an ounce of gold, or some gold at least, every single month in 2024. And so this is this month's, offering. This is what I've been able to get. Super blessed, happy to be able to get it. Gold is just ridiculous expensive right now. So if you can find any deals out there, let me know. My goodness, because I'm trying to let you know about a great deal right here. Now, listen. Everybody says all kinds of stuff on these videos when I buy from Costco. One of the biggest ones is, I would never buy from Costco. You got to support your local shops. Listen, I'm going to go out on a limb and say more than just about anybody do I support my local shops. And I mean that because I actually put my local shops, if they allow it, on YouTube, and I give them, people that wouldn't even see their shop otherwise. I give them the ability to be seen worldwide in some cases and shipped nationally. So, I mean, I really, really promote the heck out of my local places. That being said, I am not afraid to buy from other places as long as the deals are good. Now, somebody else had mentioned Walmart, right? Not so much Sam's Club, but they mentioned Walmart, saying that the online of Walmart has gold and silver on there too, so you got to look on there. I would say be a little careful with that, because when you go to Walmart, it's almost like a large marketplace now, very similar to like an Amazon, right? Where all kinds of sellers are promoting their products and selling individually on Walmart. They really opened it up. It's not really just Walmart selling it, it's other people selling it. So you don't know what you get all the time. I would like to say that everything on there is probably legit, but you just get from all different all different kinds of sellers. I was going to say sorts, but apparently I was so tongue-tied and enamored by the gold under spot that I just couldn't say sorts. But anyways, just be careful with the Walmart thing. I'm not saying it's bad, I'm just saying just be careful. Now, a lot of people say, oh, but you're buying gold or silver from Costco, it's probably fake. First of all, Costco is the one selling it. It's not an individual on Costco's website selling it like it is Walmart sometimes. It's actually Costco. Costco would not want to sell you fake product, because the lawsuit that they would end up getting for selling counterfeit products would be so extreme that it would be really counterproductive to the offering of giving gold away under spot, basically. It's not happening. It's just not happening. Could it happen? Sure. I suppose, stranger things in this world have happened, right? But it's not happening. Come on. Anyways, let me go ahead and test this bar. Many of you probably saw the thumbnail and you probably thought, aha, and some of you even probably commented and never even watched this far into the video thinking, oh, geez, you got a fake bar, right? Listen, maybe a little clickbait there, maybe, huh? No, it's totally real. The reason why I put that thumbnail up there is because there are so many haters out there when it comes to this stuff saying, oh, it's fake, blah, 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 blah. I want to prove to everybody how real this stuff is. There is no problem with this gold bar. I also got a comment from somebody saying that they don't believe that I know what I'm doing with this machine. Listen, that comment is so crazy to me. Only because I'm no professional, right? I didn't take no college degree on this machine, but I definitely believe that I know what I'm doing and talking about with this machine. I have tested tens of thousands now as just a little lonely hobbyist. I've tested tens of thousands of coins and precious metals on this machine, and what I've seen is that the only time you end up getting fakes is if the fakes were purposely made to fool this machine. And sometimes there's fakes out there that are being sold as a test source so that you can use this machine to, basically fool it. So that's generally all I've ever seen. Now, there's all kinds of test methods out there. It's not just a machine like this that you have to use. There's all kinds of things you could use if you're worried, but this machine is great. Here's the thing, right? There's a lot of, bar here, right? You can see it's got some thickness to it. Now, this machine, believe it or not, is designed to test more under the surface of the bar. Now, that being said, some people believe it's a surface test. And actually, the website, if you look at it, talks about it being a surface test. Now, I know that for a fact that here's the thing. How are we defining surface? Are we saying just the very top and around the top parts of the bar is the surface? That's how I define surface. I think of something that's not the surface as somewhere internal to the bar, right? I'm not saying the very, very middle center of the bar, in all directions, the very middle. I'm saying underneath the surface is where this can test. And that is what it is designed to do. It's not meant to just test the very, very outer surface part. It's designed to go a little deeper. And that's why it works so well, is because it gets beyond what may be a plating, right? Because gold plating happens to coins and precious metals all the time when they're faking them. So let me actually show you this right here on the website. And this is Sigma Metalytic's actual website. And it says right here, effective surface readings. And we can take that a couple different ways. We can take it as, oh, that's just the very, very outer edge. But let's keep reading for a moment so we can get the truth of what's going on. In fact, I can just go ahead and let me bring this up a little bit here. Let me make it bigger for you all. It says the precious metals verifier sends a signal under the surface of your sample to check for plating and subsurface inserts. Huh, wasn't that crazy? It's not just the top It's not just the top layer, it's going underneath. Whether it's out of the case or in the slab, capsule, or assay, the precious metals verifier can check it. Which again is why this is such a great tool, because this can actually test inside of plastic, inside of capsules, you know, all kinds of things, slabbed coins. It can test through a lot of that plastic, which is great. Whereas the things like the more expensive XRF machine has some issues there. You're going to start testing plastic if you try to, you know, get some really thick plastic. And this can't work through all levels of plastic. Don't get me wrong. It's not the end all be all. But it's a really nice internal machine. Also, just for fun, those really expensive XRF machines that you see that people are like, oh, you know, you got to have one of those if you want to do things right. Here is the information on that. It says, oh shoot, it wasn't even to where you can see it. My bad. I feel bad now. Here we go. It says the metal analysis application's handheld XRF is really a surface analysis technique, as penetration depth is often less than 1 millimeter. So it also is a very shallow reading as well for that, you know, $8,000 to $15,000 machine, sometimes even more than that. So this right here, about an $800 machine. There's free things you can do out there. You can do water displacement tests for free, a little bit more time consuming. Some things I wouldn't want to dip in just any old water, but that's a free test you can totally use. And so there's some options out there. But there are other wands that this machine also comes with, and depending on how thick your item is, you might want to go ahead and use some of the thicker pieces. I think I'm running out of battery here. It's starting to blink on me. But here is another level wand, and this is a small wand that you can use if you have something very small, like a 10th ounce gold piece usually works with that. And here is another wand you can use if you're trying to get like a deeper reading. There's that. Now if you have a large bar, you can use something like, if I have it, the bullion wand. Here it is. So typically a larger bar you can use with this big fat boy right there. So there's other options to get a little bit more depth into the precious metal that you're going with, or the coin, whatever you have. So just some food for thought. And I actually had, where's my calipers? Just for fun, we're getting a little off topic right now. But I had some calipers around here somewhere. Here they are. Because I wanted to show you 1 millimeter of depth, just to show you what that looks like. And here's a little trick. If you do have this machine, something you can do. So it's not a whole lot, 1 millimeter. But we're going to show you what that looks like on digital calipers, which I also recommend you definitely have these things right here. These are great for when you're a coin collector. You really should get these. You can get these Home Depot or Lowe's for, I don't know, pretty cheap, probably 15 bucks. Well now, shoot, it's Biden's America, you probably have to pay 25, but whatever. So there is 1 millimeter of depth. And you're probably thinking, man, that's not very much, you know? You're paying $15,000 for a machine that can only really test that deep. But when you look at the grand scheme of things, and let me get a silver bar out just so I can have it out of the packaging. When you look at how thin the bars are anyways, and there is 1 millimeter, if all you have to do, see how it's really, it seems like it actually could take up a lot of the space, that 1 millimeter. So all you have to do is, if you were to test this right here on the Precious Metals Verifier, which mine is now out of battery, I got to charge it up. But if you were to test it and you're like, well, you know, it tests good on this side, I don't know, it could be fake on the other side. You do this right here. Watch this. Ready? You flip it over. And you can move this around, the sensor, you know. You can move the wand. If you have a wand on it, you can move the wands around on it too and find out and make sure that, you know, you feel good about it. Generally, most of the time, nobody's going to put some kind of little tiny lead piece down in just the middle part. It's usually a very, very light coating of silver or gold, or some, you know, colored metal that looks like silver or gold over top of a piece of copper or brass. And how do I know that? How can I be the one that says that? Again, if you would like to follow me on my channel, I would love that so much. But I have, I have searched out tens of thousands of coins and precious metals. I've also, let me zoom out a little bit, I've also searched out probably hundreds, I won't say thousands, hundreds of different fakes out there. And I have a little experience with that at this point of what to look for. I did find a very interesting coin some couple years back. I can't remember how long it's been, but the coin was actually plated in silver, and it was so well done. I mean, it was very, very nice, but when it got onto the Sigma, it did not register correctly. It was an old 90% silver coin, right? It was supposed to be. And the outside was actually silver because when we had it fire assayed, and I'll talk about that in a second, when I had it fire assayed, it was actually showing that it was not silver except for that outer layer, and that's it. It was a very, very good and scary counterfeit because that it probably ended up burning somebody, and that got sent away to help educate an online app actually. So fascinating stuff. I think that I was able to use that coin for the good of the hobby to help better an app that we may use one day. Shoot, I've used it many times already. Maybe you have too, and you didn't even know it. But anyways, that's that. Now about the fire assay. If you really want to determine what something is, so the XRSF is good for a 1 millimeter or less surface test. We're going to call that a surface now because that feels good. And also the Sigma Metalytics, it's a under the surface, but technically it's not really designed to go much deeper than a few, like maybe like 1 millimeter, maybe a little bit more, like 1.5 or so when you start getting into the bigger wands. But when you start moving the bar, you know, upside down and this and that, you really can kind of go deeper into the bar technically because you're going around the different sides. But anyways, fire assay is the only sure way to determine what an entire piece is made out of, which means that I would have to destroy my gold bar to determine exactly what it is. So, but that's the only sure way out there. And who does that? Refiners typically do that. That's what happens when you sell a bunch of jewelry or something to some kind of shop out there, and that shop ends up buying it for scrap prices, scrap jewelry they call it, and then they send it off to a refiner who then melts it all and assays it and tells them, hey, this is how much I'm paying you based on the weight and the purity of the product. Bada bang. Anyways, I just wanted to put that little disclaimer out there that Costco is not selling fake stuff whatsoever. I'm pretty confident in my abilities to test stuff only because I've found so many fakes. I've learned from a lot of people how to test, and I've tested myself. I've basically learned through myself and my experiences, and actually I've reached out personally to the people that made this machine and the designer some years back. Anyways, be confident. Be confident that Costco is not trying to sell you fake precious metals, that they are real precious metals, and it's a real good deal. The only thing that you're paying extra for is the membership. If you have a membership anyways because you're buying groceries, buying household items, whatever, then it all makes sense. Anyways, long-winded video. I'm super thankful and blessed to have this 1 ounce of gold. Love it in my hands. Feels good. I hope you can get some gold each and every month in 2024. At the very least, man, try to get like a 10th ounce of gold, you know. Believe it or not, it's not a terrible investment whatsoever as long as you're not selling it back to just any old body. You can sell precious metals peer-to-peer. That means me to you. On social media, whatever the case may be. If you have a good local shop, I do, I'm blessed to have many good local shops around me, you can sell for a very good price. I mean, I've sold metals many times and it's always been a great experience for me. I've never left going, oh, I wish I had gotten more for that. Never once. I've always understood what I'm getting and felt good about it. Anyways, I gotta go for now. So long-winded, I apologize, right? Not really. Spegtacular is out.
Well, hello everybody. I seek to educate and entertain through my journey of collecting coins and stacking precious metals. I encourage you to subscribe and please stay with me on this journey. I am Spegtacular, the Silver Stacular.
You know, when I was a kid, we did this every day in school, and I believe we need to bring this back a little bit, and I'm going to start right now. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.